What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. There are some rumors suggesting that a continuation of Descendants will feature Scar, Winifred Sanderson, and Alice in Wonderland's Queen of Hearts as the main protagonist. Here is why the next film in the franchise will blow your mind. Spoilers ahead. The Royal Wedding. Ending explained. The last film of the popular franchise was released in 2021, but this wasn't really the conclusion to the story most fans were hoping to see, as it was an animated special instead. The animation featured Mal and Ben's happily ever after, with fans of the franchise being given a chance to get some closure on the characters they've been invested in for years. Seeing Audrey being Mal's official wedding planner was super weird, let's face it. I mean, after all, she's been interested in Ben for so long. Anyway, she did a good job when it comes to Mal and Ben's perfect day. But in order for us to see the wedding, the characters needed to go through some struggles. This is Descendants we're talking about, so you already know that nothing comes easy in their world. Hades was nowhere to be found, and since Mal wanted to have her loved ones present on her wedding day, she returned to the Isle of the Lost to bring Hades back to Auradon. Thankfully, their mission was successful, and Hades was able to enjoy his daughter's happiest day. He explained that the whole thing was just a big misunderstanding, and he never wanted to ruin his daughter's wedding day. Not long after, Ben and Mal became husband and wife. The song they said "I do too," "Feeling the Love," a beautiful addition to the Descendants' soundtrack. Anyway, this wasn't the confusing part of the animated special. After having the perfect wedding night, Mal and Ben decided to spend some time away from the crowd. "So, this is what happily ever after feels like," he said, to which she replied, "For us? Yes, but somewhere, another story could be just beginning." This is where the animated special gets a bit confusing. The camera moves over a pile of white roses painted red. This isn't linked to Mal and Ben, right? This is clearly a hint to Descendants 4 with a relative of Alice in Wonderland's Queen of Hearts as the main protagonist. As previously mentioned, the animated special was released almost 1 year ago. In August 2021, if Disney intends to do another continuation, they had 1 year to come up with the story. There are some rumors suggesting that the next installment is already in development, but Disney is yet to confirm it. But hey, it's always fun to speculate, right? Let's get into some pretty interesting theories, shall we?
This girl rocked my world like it's never been rocked, and now I'm living just for her, and I won't.
Scar. In an interview with D23, the official Disney fan club made back in 2017, the stars of the franchise had some intriguing suggestions about villains that could get included in the franchise. Cameron Boyce said that he would like to see Scar's kid, with a lion that's just like, "Hey, yes, we're not lions when we say the cast really likes the idea of a child of Scar from The Lion King joining in with the VK's shenanigans," he further explained. BooBoo Stewart agreed that this would be an awesome idea. "It would be very interesting, and I don't know how they would do it," he said. "Scar is awesome. He's just so powerful, and I wonder what his child would be like. We believe it would be amazing if the next installment features Scar, as there are many ways the original story could include him. Don't you think so?"
Ben, stop. Just stop.
Why?
Honoring Cameron Boyce. Cameron Boyce lost his life on the 6th of July 2019. He died from a seizure in his sleep due to epilepsy. The royal wedding honored Boyce with several mentions. After all, he's part of the reason the franchise became so popular. Carlos was, without a doubt, a fan-favorite character, and the entire world was shocked to find out that the actor who portrayed the character lost his life, being only 20 years old. The final film in the franchise premiered in August 2019, about a month after his death. Disney first honored Boyce by canceling the Descendants 3 premiere, and then he was honored in the animated special, although some fans believe there should have been more mentions of his character. Disney can use the idea given by Boyce way back in 2017 and include Scar in the future projects. This would be another way in which the network could honor the actor. Several months after Boyce lost his life, the cast members were asked if they would do another film. In an interview with Hollywood Life in December 2019, Dove Cameron said she thinks that the idea of making another movie might be super wrong. Most of the cast members agree with this statement because a film without Boyce would bring them to already a familiar place. A place they worked with their beloved co-star and friend. This is why fans believe the next installment will feature a brand new cast, which only explains the last words Mal spoke in the animated special. She says it's time for a new beginning. It would be awesome if the cast decides to return in the potential next installment. But if they decide not to, we'll respect their decision and welcome the new cast members. Winifred Sanderson. In the same interview with D23, director Kenny Ortega was asked about his idea for a new villain kid. Do you guys know that he is the person we should all send a thank you card for creating High School Musical? Since this is the person who came up with the idea of Descendants, his answer should be taken into consideration. How about having Winifred Sanderson's daughter or son come into the next film? She could stir up some trouble with her spell book and cauldron. What do you guys think about this? Do you want to see Winifred Sanderson in the potential next installment? Let us know. A film without Cameron. Aside from seeing a film without Cameron Boyce, the next installment could also exclude BooBoo Stewart, Sofia Carson, Anna Cathcart, Sarah Jeffrey, China Anne McClain, Melanie Paxson, Jedidiah Hoodacre, Dan Payne, Bobby Moynihan, Cheyenne Jackson, and more actors whose characters we loved from the beginning to the very end. This doesn't mean that the already familiar cast is not interested in a continuation. In fact, they have shown some interest. But with the weight of Boyce passing, they are obviously not ready to return and reprise their roles. While on the Chicks in the Office podcast in July 2020, Dove said she's sure there's a part that would feel very healing and very much like the cast is coming home if a continuation happens, adding that it would be really hard and she simply doesn't believe if they would be up for it. But in another interview with Digital Spy in September 2019, Dove said the following: I may or may not have heard something about something that I might be doing involving the franchise. I would never say that it's over, but I also would never confirm anything at this time. In November 2019, she told Entertainment Tonight that she thinks there is a world where a fourth movie happens. Ortega might have already offered the cast members a return, but as already mentioned, they seem like they need more time in order to heal from the tragic loss. There's one character that is clearly interested to return. Mitchell Hope told J14 that Descendants was a great franchise, and it was a lot of fun to be part of. There's always a chance on the horizon. I'd be excited to do it. While it comes to Sofia Carson, the royal wedding special was one last chapter for her. At least, that's what she said to Zach Sang's show in April 2021. The biggest proof that there'll be another installment is a 2021 report from Deadline that claims Gary Marsh no longer serves as the president and chief creative officer of Disney-branded television, but he intends to establish a production company that will make 2 new Descendants franchise movies. Our theory is that the film is already in development, and it's just a matter of time until the next installment is confirmed. On a related note, what are your hopes for the next chapter? Do you wish to see a brand new cast? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.